Hi YouTube, what's up? I'm back and I'm back with a video that I think it will be very interesting. I haven't found a similar video on YouTube yet, so I just decided to do it. I think it will help a lot of you guys. So I decided to do a video about three formulas of Dolce & Gabbana per homme. I have two here, and actually there are three. So the first one was this one, which hit the market in 1994, and you will definitely recognize this formula of Dolce & Gabbana per homme with it has the sticker on the bottle, and definitely that's the easiest way to just to be sure it's the vintage. And it also, here on the box down there, it's written made in Italy with this vintage, let's call it a vintage version of Dolce & Gabbana per homme. Then I'm not sure when actually the first reformulation happened. This is this little guy, and I couldn't find any info when it actually happened, but as you can see, they changed the bottle, no sticker on it. So yeah, this is how you will recognize this reformulation. And on the box with this reformulation, you have written made in Germany. And the latest Dolce & Gabbana reformulation hit the market in 2012. It's the one that is currently in the stores, and definitely I haven't noticed any bottle differences. I tried to, but I don't know, it looks the same like this one. But how you will figure out, in the box it is written made in England. So the first one made in Italy, the second one made in Germany, and the latest one in the stores made in UK. England, I don't know, I think UK, yeah, UK definitely. And how do these compare? I first smelled this little guy, so not the vintage version, and I was absolutely thrilled with this fragrance. I really liked it, and I still like it. I love it actually. I loved it, now I like it. And considering the smell, when I first spray this one on, so the middle reformulation, it opens up with a lot of citruses, which are actually sweet, and citruses are very dominant in the opening. And this one, the vintage version, when I first sprayed on, there are those citrusy notes also, but they are not so sweet. They are more sour and somehow more aromatic. More lavender is present here, and all the other notes like sage is more dominant for sure in this one. So it's not all about the citruses in the opening. When with this one, it's definitely all about citruses, and also sweet citruses. The new one actually opens up pretty much the same as the middle reformulation. And as the fragrance dries down, you get bigger and bigger difference. With the vintage version of Dolce & Gabbana per homme, you get a lot of tobacco, a lot of flower notes in the middle, you get tonka in the dry down, you get spices, a lot of cinnamon, a lot of pepper, and it's really rich smell. With the middle formula of this fragrance, you get, you definitely get tobacco, and you definitely get spices like cinnamon and pepper, you get some tonka in the dry down, but citruses remain dominant throughout the whole lifetime of the fragrance. It's not about flowers, fragrances, it's not about flower, it's not about spices, it's not about tonka. It's more about citruses with those ingredients somewhere behind those lemon and other citrusy notes like bergamot and orange. And with this one, you definitely get in the dry down a lot of other stuff. It's not about the citrusy notes. They are not the main thing in this vintage formula of this fragrance. With the new one, as I already said, it opens almost identically with this one. So it's all about the sweet citruses in the opening. But as it dries down, it stays pretty linear. You know, it's like watered down version of this one. So the new reformulation, which hit the market in 2012, I really don't like it. It's kind of toned down. It's watered down in my eyes, and I just don't think it's a good fragrance. I think with the newest reformulation, they actually ruined two great fragrances. Well, I love both of these, but until I tried the vintage version, I couldn't understand why people bash this one, because it is absolutely great. And now when I tried the vintage version, I kind of understand why they did it. This one is much darker, it's richer, and it is, it is more complex and everything. There is a lot more to it than this one. But I still think this one is actually a great fragrance. So my final advice would be definitely please skip the newest reformulation, because it's not worth your money. I don't think it's I just find it very, blah, nothing special. And if you can find a vintage version, so a bottle with a sticker on it for a decent price, go for it. It is definitely worth it. But if you can, and if it's this one, made in Germany, is the only one you can find, this will do to you. It is still a very, very good fragrance. So, a little bit about longevity and projection also. The new one, it lasts okay, it lasts around 6 to 8 hours, but it just doesn't project for me. It's so watered down that it really doesn't do it for me. This one lasts around 8 to 10 hours and projects really nicely. Projection is actually heavy, it works great all year round, and it's signature worthy for sure. And the vintage version, it's a beast. It lasts at least 10 to 12 hours, sometimes even more, and it projects crazy good. It's just projection is enormous, amazing. I sometimes, just for the testing purposes, I put one spray of this one, and it's a beast. I can smell it all day, and people can smell it, and wow, yeah, this one it actually is a beast, and this one is pretty good one also. The new one is just not worth it. So that, yeah, also the vintage version is much more masculine, definitely. I would dare to pull this one off without a problem, it just, yeah, I'm okay with pulling this one off. But this one has a lot more tobacco and spices such as pepper, and is a lot of, it's just a bit more masculine. And I'm not sure about pulling this one off in public. I maybe give it a try to see what are reactions of other people. But yeah, I just think I would leave rather this one for men to wear. So this was my opinion about these 3 formulas of one fragrance. I hope you like it. I hope you will find it useful. And well, guys, thank you for watching, and see you soon with another video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye. Okay, guys, I'm sorry for pumping back in the video like this, but I just forgot to say one thing that I find very important about these two. This one is heavier, darker, and I think it is most suitable for cold weather. Yeah, definitely for fall and winter. And this one, which is more about citrusy notes, is definitely suitable for all year round. You can wear it in winter as well as in summer if you watch out with the application, and it works great in spring and fall. And yeah, I think this is one of the biggest differences about these two fragrances. So yeah, and now I'm finally done for real. Bye.